Are you tired of pre-lit Christmas trees dying on you and the lights not working? Yeah, me too. Hey everyone, welcome back to White Pine Homestead. We finally got to have our Christmas. Nick got his quarantine time done up in Alaska, and he got home the evening of New Year's Eve, which actually ended up being 2 days earlier than we originally planned, and we were very happy about that. But, well, not that we planned, but anyways, different guidelines and things changed, and he was able to come home a few days later than we originally thought was going to happen. So that was a blessing. Today, we are finally getting our Christmas decorations taken down, and so one of the little mishaps that we had to deal with this year, we got our tree up, and the lights stopped working. About half of the lights on it stopped working. Now, we only have like a 3 foot, maybe it's 4 foot, I'm not sure. Anyways, a 3 or 4 foot tree, and I did not want to buy a pre-lit tree when we bought it. I'm really anti pre-lit trees because I have had to get rid of 2 in the past because they quit working, or partial ones quit working, and it was just ridiculous. But I originally ordered a tree that did not have lights, and when it came, I absolutely hated the tree. I didn't like it. It's actually the tree my kids get to decorate all on their own without mom's help, and it is theirs, and they enjoy it, and I'm glad they do. So I ordered this tree, and the only way to get one that had like the full kind of body that I wanted was to get the pre-lit. I could not find one that didn't have it, and it lasted a whole 3 seasons, 3 Christmases before it went out. So it wasn't very, very long. So I do not want to buy another Christmas tree. I just feel like it's so wasteful. Yes, I guess I could go chop down a little tree every year. We only have a small area in our house that we put it, so I like a small little Christmas tree, and I'm not a fan of cleaning up pine needles, so maybe that's a little selfish on my part, but I will light a pine scented candle if someone really needs that during the holidays. Otherwise, I'll take the fake tree. Anyways, my solution this year, I am not going to buy another one. I'm going to cut all the wires off of this and go ahead and buy a string of lights. Actually, I was going to buy a string of lights, and I was going to find that at the thrift store, but my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law offered a string of lights they didn't want anymore, and so now I already have that string of lights, and I am going to take off all these dead lights that don't work, and I'm going to continue to have the tree that I like, and I'm not going to spend any money. So let's get to it. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is not too exciting. I guess this really isn't a super exciting project, but I'm going to just take these apart so I can work on each half of the tree on its own. The thing about these, when you have them, is because they're not just strung like normal, they're kind of put through the branches. So once all you have to do is pull them through the branches, they actually slide off there pretty good. I was originally thinking I was going to have to clip all of these off, and I suppose I could, and just have a big pile, and if it irritates me too much like this one is doing, let's see, I might just do that. But we're going to go ahead and get this done and show you what we're left with. All right, everyone, we're all done. Here's my pile, and I did end up clipping off more than trying to slide it through on the branches. It took me 30 minutes to do it. I went ahead and timed myself. It's actually a little bit under 30 minutes, but we had a little bit of fiasco in the very middle of it. Ruth Mary was downstairs. She went downstairs to get something. She screamed, and our livestock guardian dog had gotten in the house. He's never been in the house before, and he decided to find lots of things to chew on and play on, and was dragging them out the back door because that's his domain and where he plays. And so I had to run down there and get onto him for that and save the things that he had gotten hold of. So I say 30 minutes, but it really was probably a bit less than that because of that fiasco there. So why am I taking the time to do this? if I think about the time that my husband works and the hourly wage that he makes, and I go, okay, it took me 30 minutes to purchase this. Or I'm sorry, not purchase this. It took me 30 minutes to take this apart and find a solution and not spend any additional money in this case because I was given some lights. Now, granted, I could have went to the thrift store and got lights, especially after the Christmas holiday. It's the best time to hit the thrift store and grab things like that when everything's just been discounted even lower than the thrift store prices already, and I could just grab some more. I feel that it's very important that I am a good steward with my husband's money because I do the books in our house. He has asked me to do that. He's gone all the time. It's a agreement between him and I about what we're doing. So we have a ton of projects we want to get accomplished, and this 30 minutes of actually kind of relaxing to just sit here and take these off and get that done, besides a bit of the craziness of Alpha getting the house in the middle of it, did not take me that long. I did not waste my husband's money. And if I were to have to buy another pre-lit tree, it would cost me, well, actually, I'm going to look that up and flash it up here right now. And you'll see that. I'm going to have to do that after this part of the video, but you'll see that. Is it really worth his time or my time? Where do we want our money to go? Do we want it to go into the projects that we both really, really want to see accomplished on our property? Or do we want to do it, or, use it in more frivolous ways like buying lights or another tree or whatever? Because to be perfectly honest with you, if these all die again, I'm okay with not having a Christmas tree. My nativity scene is a much more important part of my Christmas day than the tree ever is for me. So anyways, that's my tip for you. How much do you make? How much time is the item that you're going to do? Is it worth it for you? Or where is it you want to put your time in life? Do you want to put your time more at a job, away from things that you enjoy? Or do you want to put your time more in at home and places that you enjoy? And so if you think about it from that perspective, it may be well worth your while to do something on your own. All right, that's my frugal tip, my first frugal tip of 2022 for you all. I hope this helped you if you were not wanting to waste money on another pre-lit tree. And we hope to see you all in the next video. God bless. Goodbye.